What's up, Vertical? Pastor Jesse here with the update on our fall ministries. And I want to give an update, one, just so you know what's going on, but then two, so you can also be praying for God to be at work in our church as we go into the fall. And there's a lot of things I'm really excited about. I'm excited about our fall sermon series. We're going to be looking at the 10 Commandments and see how it funnels through the Great Commandment and how the Great Commandment allows us to fulfill the 10 Commandments in such a way where we can delight in the role that God's called us to, but then even live differently among the nations, displaying God, and just excited to see how that changes our perspective on life. I'm excited about life groups. We have a great book we're going to start with in a study guide called Gentle and Lowly, just looking at God's heart for us. We're going to be partnering with Bridge Builders, serving on the north side, helping clean up some of the blocks up there and just being able to minister to our city. We already did one round of some of our discipleship and leadership training and helping people understand what it means to be in a life group and disciple one another. We're doing another round of that and just excited to see how our church is getting equipped to minister to one another, and several more of these kind of equipping classes coming out this fall, getting us ready to do the work that God has called us to. And so I would just encourage you to be on our website and know what's going on, but he's also know what's going on, so you can be praying for God to be at work and that he would go before us. But even as we look at some of the things we're excited about, there's also things that we got to be praying for and asking God to do. One of the things that we just found out is there's a possibility we're not going to be at Zion long term. And we kind of hope that, and that's what we were praying for. And it's looking less and less like that's going to be the case. And so that requires us to be on our knees praying for God to open up the door for our next step as we're planning, already looking for the next kind of space that God has. And, at first I was a little discouraged and, even somewhat upset at God. I think a lot of us feel that way sometimes. Lord, why do you allow these moments to happen? And we have all of these things going on. We're excited about getting all these things going. Why do you let something like this distract us? But every time something like this happens, it's an opportunity for God to show his faithfulness. It's an opportunity for God to teach us to pray deeper. And so, churches, we are looking, getting excited for the fall, but also looking for kind of our next steps for a building. I want to invite you to be praying with us. God goes before us. Been reminded, in Acts chapter 4, when John and Peter come out of the prison and they go back to their people and they just say, hey, this is what's happening. And the first thing they do is they just fall on their face and pray to the sovereign God, that God would be moving and working in spite of everything. And that all of this is from the hand of God. And it's from the hand of God just for him to show his might. And, we want to be praying for that. God, in the things that we believe you're calling us to do, go before us. And God, as we, have to overcome some of these hurdles, right now it's a building and what's next there. Lord, you provide for that so that when we turn around and tell the story of your faithfulness, it's not us, but it's you. So Vertical, I want to encourage you, one, to know what's going on, be excited about it. Jump on a small group. We have a Wednesday night or a Tuesday night and a Wednesday night small group starting up. Be prepared for our fall sermon series. I got some things both that we're going to do during the sermon and in our own devotions to kind of circle us up so that we're all working on living differently. Embrace some of these trainings that are coming down. Jump on board and learn and get equipped to make disciples. But even probably most importantly, be joining us in prayer and desperately crying out for God to move so that we look back on this year. We can look back on a year where we've been able to see the faithfulness of God in and out of our church. I'm excited for what he's doing. I believe in the work that God has for us. I believe in the work of the church. And I look forward to doing it with you this year. Join me in praying for our fall series and season. And let's see God work. All right, Vertical, you are loved. Go in peace.